The New York Times, in other words, is a fountainhead of censorship. They are anti-free speech. But this is the same Times suddenly concerned about free speech when you're chanting from the river to the sea. Or they are lying, and they don't care about free speech. They just are radical. My hunch, they are lying. What the radicals want is to use the tools of liberalism in order to push radical, illiberal evil designed to tear down the West. That is what is happening with young people who are now suggesting that in the name of diversity and tolerance and equity and inclusion, Israel, the only tolerant and diverse country in the entire Middle East, ought to be destroyed and replaced with the Sharia law terrorists of Hamas. That is why young people are preaching diversity, equity, inclusion in the United States. When what they really mean is anti-white hatred in the name of reparative justice, quote unquote. This is, by the way, why we see piece after piece in the mainstream media talking about the generation gap among young Jews who seem not to understand their foolishly liberal parents who spent decades telling their kids they're all for a variety of viewpoints, no judgment here, while kids were indoctrinated with hatred of their own parents and their own civilization. Take, for example, a story from today's Wall Street Journal about a family called the Wirtschafters. Grandma Wirtschafter lived with her husband and children in Jerusalem during the 1973 war, the Yom Kippur War,